What's up, guys? Briar Go Killa coming at you from the kitchen today. And I got asked on a couple of my videos, you know, deer processing, and when I'm butchering a deer or whatever, to show some recipes. And I mentioned a while back that one of my favorite recipes is the neck roast, the neck roast in the crock pot. So I'm gonna show you how I do that real quick today. And this is a real simple recipe that is really helpful for a busy person, because you basically just put it in the crock pot and forget about it. So what we're going to do is a dry roasted, crock pot dry roasted venison neck roast here. Venison neck. So basically you got your venison neck. This was the you know, the lower portion right past the shoulders, with the esophagus removed, of course. And I just left this one whole. I didn't split it down the middle like I normally do because I wanted to do a big one. And I'm going to eat on this for a couple of days here. So let's let that pan get hot. Go ahead and season this bad boy up. Just got some run-of-the-mill roast beef seasoning. Looks like it's got salt, a little curry powder maybe. Salt, pepper, garlic, onion, curry powder. Not that I'm making a curry here, but it does give the roast beef a real good flavor. So we'll put a good thick dry rub of that on there. Give it a good coating. And then I like a little spice. So we'll go with some, I got some Aleppo pepper here. It's kind of a pizza pepper, but I really like it on venison. It's got a flavor all its own. And we'll throw some black pepper on there to boot here. And I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. We got our pan nice and hot here. Got our oil where it's sizzling when you shake it around. That's what I like to do. I like to get it scalding hot before I put this in there, because all I'm trying to do is sear this on every side and seal in the juices and give it a decent little brown appearance. You want it to be brown all the way around when you pull it out of the pot there, out of the pan. And I'll let that get seared and show you what it looks like whenever it's done there. Browning away nicely. And just going to go with potatoes and onions in the crock pot with it. And all I'm going to do is quarter them. Everything stays in a nice big chunk. And that dry roast in the crock pot, boy, it just blends the flavors from the steam. It's delicious. And we'll salt and pepper these veggies before we put them in there too. But, you know, roots, veggies, and venison in the crock pot, you just cannot beat it. Heavily quarter those up like so. That's going to be delicious. Probably enough, it's just me. Alright, guys. There's the roast, and she's browned enough. You don't want to brown it so long that it starts bleeding real heavy. Because you want that juice, you want that, those natural juices in your crock pot there. But want that guy to be nice and toasted brown all the way around on the outside like that before you stick it in the crock pot. It really seals in the flavor and makes it delicious. Cool. And before you stick it in the crock pot, make sure you get all that good flavor, all those drippings out of your pan. I just usually put just a little bit of water in it, work it around. Get the best parts of that. And you know, if you didn't, I don't use very much oil in my pan when I'm browning it, or it tends to boil and not brown. So just start out of my crock pot with just a dash of oil to keep my veggies from sticking. So we'll plug in our crock pot. And you want to line the bottom with your veggies. Quartered potatoes and onions. Get a little seasoning on those guys too. Alright. You want to stick your neck roast in the pan. Ooh, that's hot. In the pot. That'll be a nice full pot of roasted meat and vegetables whenever I get home tonight. Turn her on high. Put the top on. About 4 hours later, that's going to be delicious, guys. That's all there is to it. Easy recipe, and it is delicious. I'll show you when it's done. And so here we are with the results, guys. It's about 5 hours later-ish. This works really well. I put this on in the middle of the afternoon. It's supper time now. This works really well. If you can let it go all day for hours, 8, 9 hours. But I'm hungry now, so I'm going to eat it now. Really want it to be where you can just peel it away with a fork. There. One of these quartered onions. One of these onion quarters. Some nice potatoes. And we can take that juice. Delicious. It's back in the pot. Here's the result on a plate. Potatoes, you can see they're just so soft and delicious. Meat's really tender. Nice quartered onions. Delicious. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna have dinner. And you guys, your less choice cuts of meat, try them in the crock pot, man. Really makes a difference. And catch you guys on the next one.